Welcome into this latest edition of In the Loop, with a podcast dedicated to bringing you the latest news and insightful interviews with the leaders of the leisure industry. My guest at this time is Bakit Baydaliev, the co-founder and CEO of DOF Robotics. Bakit, welcome to In the Loop.
Thank you very much, David.
Firstly, I just want to ask you, could you walk us through your journey and share what was the inspiration behind DOF Robotics?
Yeah, of course. Actually, this is a very interesting journey for us. We started as a very, very small company, 5-6 people. It was back to 2006. And the company was established previously. At the beginning, it was established by my partner and our chairman, Mustafa Mertzkan. And at that time, we actually met with him during 2000s. We were webmasters at that time. It was a very popular profession. And at that time, I was studying economy in the university, but I love programming. I love computers. And I learned how to make websites by myself. And at that time, I joined one of the companies that created websites for Turkish companies. At that time, it was very popular for textile companies. And in that company, I met my future partner, my friend, a kind of a guy who I'm journeying for many, many years. And still, we're doing a lot of things together, Mustafa. And at that time, we had a dream to create a studio, animation studio. As you remember that time, beginning of 2000, the Toy Story made by Pixar was very popular all over the globe. And we had a dream to create an animation studio because we were webmasters and we created a lot of websites. Together, we created more than 400 websites for Turkish companies at that time. Wow. More than 400 different kind of. And that was a very, very high end. And we achieved that results. During our journey to make, at that time, we learned more about internet, computers, programming, and actually marketing, how we can create marketing. Then we split. I was working in different companies, and he also was working in different companies, but he was inspired by one of the first Turkish amusement entertainment locations, which was opened at that time, Tatilya. It was Tatilya in Istanbul. Yeah, it was one of the biggest FECs and one of the first FECs at that time in Istanbul. And he tried some simulators. He was inspired to create that kind of simulators, and he started to create that simulators. But of course, first steps is not easy. First steps is not easy. You're creating, you're failing, you're doing another one, and finally succeeding to create a good motion platform. Our first motion platform was hydraulic, which work with oil, hydraulic technology, which is perfect technology for many things. But if it's simulation, if it needs perfect synchronization with something, in our case, it's content, it should be perfect. Otherwise, it's become a torture because it's bad synchronization and bad quality of movement create motion sickness, dizziness, and that become a torture. So our first attraction was hydraulic, but we changed it very soon and we shifted to electromechanical. It's electrical servo motors. And from that moment, it becomes a perfect synchronized motion platform. We still had some issues to solve, but we solved it. Eventually, we created one of the best 6DOF motion platforms, electromechanical, based on Siemens. We worked with many automation servo motors brands, and we still work with many of them. And right now we're using mostly Siemens, and that gives us a top-notch quality in terms of motion, synchronization, stability, and safety.
Mhm.
And
Excellent.
that was actually a first step to be a hardware company. But of course, after some years, sometimes you're changing the mindset of the company, changing, many things changing from hardware company. After some time, while you're creating experiences, you become a creator company of the whole experience, not just hardware.
It's a total evolution of your company.
Yeah.
I can see that for sure.
Mhm.
For more than 14 years, you've presided over DOF Robotics. Could you explain the vision behind the company and what differentiates you from others in the industry?
Yeah. So the first thing, what I see between us and different companies, we are always have passion to create something new, something challenging. We love challenging. We love tough stuff. We love to solve and create something which is not existing in the industry. Almost each year we're trying to bring something new, either upgrade the existing attraction or create completely something new for the industry to make people happy, to surprise them, to make them laugh, to make them scream. This is something which is always keeps our passion on a top level. We love it. Our intention always was not money, right? Our passion always was to surprise people, to bring something nice and make them laugh, scream, surprise them. And this is actually the biggest difference is always to bring and to create new attractions to the amusement industry. That's why we have several new product processing awards from IAPA and always have products and trademarks to be patented to internationally to many countries. And even currently, today, I signed a couple of nice mechanical designs and new products, which I hope and I can see that become a game changer in the industry. And we applied it, and soon, in a couple of months, we will be testing it. The other important difference, we are fast company in terms of research and development and tests. If we have an idea today, I gather our team members, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, software engineers, content creators, talk it, make a freeze document, apply it, and start to test the attraction in 6 months maximum.
Wow, 6 months.
And sometimes it fails, we see it, but still we're learning. We're still learning it. We should try to learn and to find out exactly are we thinking right or wrong? Is it the right direction or wrong? And if it's failed, it's even good. We're trying to find a right way. We should try it, right? And after that, the second test is better. The third even better. And it's, as you said, it's evolution of one product from the beginning, from the scratch, to the finalized product, which will make people happy.
Speaking of your attractions, I read the phrase jump from real to unreal when reading about DOF Robotics. With more than 500 projects across more than 60 plus countries, could you discuss your diverse portfolio, including the 6 DOF flying theaters, compact flying theaters, XD and 4D cinemas?
Our first journey was with 4D cinemas. During 2000s, everybody knows the 4D cinemas. Then it became the XD cinemas, 12D, 8D, 7D, the relative numbers of Ds. And this kind of digital and simulation cinemas, which is, that was the evolution, as you said. But eventually, as I mentioned before, we started as a hardware company. But after some time, we started to create content. Then we started to create and add a lot of different effects, side effects, to increase immersiveness and realism of the experience. And today, when I'm mentioning jump from unreal to real and vice versa, after some time, you even start not to realize, is it the real or unreal in the environment which you are in and experiencing something. That was the evolution of the company to become from hardware to experience creator, which inside you have not just equipment. Equipment become a small part. The biggest part, it's a story itself. The biggest part, it's a story living itself. Because people don't care, are you using Siemens or either your motion quality is nice. People living it and people watch it and people feel it. That's why our motto, our current motto, engineering emotions. We are engineering emotions with equipment, with the content, with the story, special effects, realism, and sometimes we use even real actors to create that immersive, realistic environment where you don't feel the sense of existence, sense of time, sense of environment anymore. This is a transition from real to unreal and vice versa. Sometimes if you should play it, you can play it and create a film set-like environment where it would take you, put in that environment and give you a story and challenge you, give you submissions, some tasks and challenge you. This is that kind of immersive experience where we want to let people experience it, live it, and learn something. And while I'm also telling this, I'm also trying to lead our evolution towards edutainment, entertainment and education same time. By education, I don't mean just education of science, it's education of life, education of simple things. And people need it.
Absolutely. What springs to mind is versatility. Your company definitely has that versatility. And it leads on to my next question, actually, where, yeah, it's a versatility that you have in providing highly entertaining attractions in the realm of virtual reality, augmented reality, immersive tunnels as well. How do you strive for maximum guest satisfaction in this sector?
What we're starting to do since actually 2022, 23, we started to tell, okay, storytelling is nice, and the things which we need, we also need to give people story living experience, to let them feel it, to touch it, to play it, to challenge it, to learn many things, as I mentioned, not just science, but also a lot of things from life. I love the movie, The Game, Michael Douglas. I don't know if you watched before.
I've heard of it, yes.
Yeah, so the businessman, Michael Douglas, at the beginning of the movie and at the end of the movie, they're different personalities. They're different. He changed a lot. And what's changed him? The experiences which he felt, which he saw, which he lived during this duration of movie. I advise you to watch it again and see how he changed it. It's challenging. It's a real life. It's not real life, of course. It was a setup. But we're doing a setup to not just entertain people, but at the same time, teach, show, give a lot of information that will let people grow in many aspects, in terms of knowledge, in terms of age, in terms of being wise.
That's a great analogy that you have with that film and how one thing can change with the experiences and changes a person from one start and to another as well. You mentioned about the different attractions. One of them that I saw in the IAPA Expo Europe events that I've attended is the Hurricane 360 attraction, which is always a popular attraction for people there, which I remember. It's been awarded 4 IAPA awards and the prestigious Brass Ring Award for Best New Product. So congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about this Hurricane 360.
This is actually horizontally suspended 4-seat attraction with 6 DOF. We created this attraction actually during 2015. The previous version was Supernova, which was not rotate. But one day, Mustafa says, let's turn it. Then we find a couple of nice bearings to rotate it. That bearings, special bearings, which used for heavy industries. We put it, make a certain softwares, control it, and start to flip people upside down. That becomes something very unique. And initially, the Supernova already was a kind of simulator of roller coaster, which has a very high speeds, G-forces, and high motion range. Hurricane, with a feature of flipping upside down, become even a top different attraction for the industry. And from that time, we're showing our first actually installation of Hurricane was with dome screens during 2015. Then we started to use VRs, because when you use VRs, you don't need to create a dark room. It's not closed anymore because it's exposed, because it's VR, you don't need a dark room, right? And people can watch and see how visitors engaging, laughing, feeling, screaming. Then they want to do the same. And at that time, that was the first type of VRs. We used Samsung phones, and sometimes it was tough to use to phones. But after some time, we discovered a lot of different VR equipment. Now we're using Pico VR. We can use Oculus. We can use any VR headset currently. And we also created a special software which is wirelessly linked with a simulator, server, and VR headset to stream and synchronize motion platform with the content together. This is a special software. We patented it. And not a lot of companies can create or use it. It's actually even a different stream for many companies. I mean, you can create, we have a lot of softwares in our company, which helps us to create high quality simulations. For example, it's a simulation, it's a software for synchronizing wirelessly content in a headset with our simulator. It's a high-tech special software. We also have software which can recognize people, count people, and do different kind of data analysis of the attraction and entire environment, create a heat map, and do many other data for you. And we have also different kind of other softwares which can help amusement industry in our attractions to create a good statistics data, collecting data and evaluate that data, which is actually important for the AVCs, theme parks, and amusement industry. So normally this is an additional business, right? Mm. And there are companies that do just this side of the industry, and we have at a top level of this as well as a company. And Hurricane right now evolved a lot. Right now we have probably 7th or 8th version of Hurricane, which is already at top level. And right now we're turning Hurricane into Bumblebee. Mm. We signed an agreement with Hasbro and turning our Hurricane to Bumblebee and Optimus Prime. So I hope we will be able to finish and release Bumblebee Hurricane very soon, within this year.
Well, that's fantastic. Exciting news.
Yes.
More from DOF Robotics, also fully embedded, as you mentioned before, in the edutainment arena. Could you explain your work in tandem with science centers, space centers, and museums which aid AI-powered, story-driven experiences like the exciting Mission Space walking dark ride attraction, which I saw online and looks fabulous?
Yeah. Yes. This is actually not a new trend. This was existing many years ago, but we're trying to refresh it and make it even more immersive. How we created one of our walking dark rides in Istanbul on a -2nd floor of our highest TV tower, Çamlıca TV tower on the Asia side of Istanbul. We installed it, people love it. We call it Mission Moon. We're sending people to moon. And actually this area, we divide it as a piece of slices, and you're starting from the entrance, a kind of a short, small museum, history of astronomy, of cosmic adventures, voyages. And after that, you buy your ticket and you become an astronaut and you step into the spaceship. It's a simulator. It's immersive simulator, a kind of immersive tunnel. And this simulator, special customized for 6 people, it's leading almost 70 degrees, almost vertical. And with a good trouble, with a good motion and vibration, you're starting your flight towards ISS.
Mm.
After a couple of minutes, you arrive to ISS, you're leaning backwards, then you dock onto ISS and you're stepping out already into ISS space station. We create an ISS environment, realistic ISS environment, where you seeing staff who's working in ISS, and he explained what are they doing in ISS. From the famous ISS porthole, you're seeing the Earth, which is turning slowly. You're seeing Earth, you're seeing your city, you're seeing your continent, how it's rotating. Then you get a lot of information about ISS and their vision, their mission, what they're doing there. You're starting to get a lot of information. You're starting to get information from the first voyage in a ship. What's the speed? How we're reaching to ISS and what we're going to do. A lot of information about this voyage. You get a lot of information in ISS station. Then you go into other simulator. You jump to the rover. You jump actually to the second simulator and fly from ISS to a moon. To a moon. You're landing on a moon. You step out on a moon station. You get a lot of information about moon. Then you jump to the third simulator, which is rover, and you drive on a lunar surface from the light side to the dark side of the moon. Then suddenly meteor storms begin. You're trying to escape from the meteors, then dock to the space station, to the moon station back, jump out, and start to shoot meteors. Start to shoot meteors to destroy them and minimize damage which they cause by hitting the your moon station. Then you fly back home. During your voyage on a rover, you're also mining. There is 2 games. Mining. You're mining and you're getting a special stones from moon, which help us to create a green energy. Then, as I mentioned, meteor shower starts. You shoot the meteors and minimize the damage, and you fly back home. When you fly back home, arrive, you see the big screen of best miners and best shooters.
That's an impressive attraction.
It's a kind of a game, competition game.
I love my space background, so it sounds a wonderful attraction. For sure.
So this is a short description of what is a walking dark ride. It's a 30 minutes attraction. You can create, depending on your business, on your environment, on your budget, it can be from 10 minutes attraction up to 40 minutes attractions or even longer. It's all depend on what you want to create. And this kind of simulators also very useful in science centers, space centers, museums, aquariums. It may not be just space. It could be an ocean experience. It could be time travel. It could be any vehicle which you want to use and create to give people, students, everybody who wants to join you, a lot of information and educate them. This is entertainment, and that's a lot exciting us.
And you provide attractions for 10 million users worldwide, I read.
Yes.
What is the latest product innovation that is elevating DOF Robotics to new heights?
Yeah, we right now developed a compact flying theater, which is a dome LED screen, and using our special platform, which has this roof of effects From the effects, we give effect of wind, scent, and different kind of other attractions, side attractions, to create more immersive, realistic attraction. And using immersive LED dome creates a very good high level of immersiveness and realism of the experience. This is one of our latest attractions, which is right now very popular, and maybe it takes place of hurricane. And we can either change the existing hurricanes with LED screens, or implement a new attraction with LED screens. This is one of the new attractions. The other new attraction is a dive bell. It's under ocean experience. It's completely closed Nautilus type of attraction. And on the portholes and screens of this vehicle, you can watch under ocean live. And you can create your own story. It could be 20,000 leagues under 20,000 leagues under the sea. It could be your own content. It could be discovery of Titanic. It could be anything. And this is also one of the new and one of the best attractions which we created. And then we hope to finish, and we already finished and installed during our Sea Trade Expo in Miami during April this year. But we're now polishing the attraction and want to install the latest version during IAPA Orlando.
You mentioned about technology and how the evolution of technology is happening right before our eyes. What can providers like DOF Robotics do to attract and develop new talent? And what are the pathways in terms of internships, apprenticeships you found effective?
Because we are in a niche industry, it's not easy to find right people. So what you do, you getting people who have the passion in the industry. You're trying to find people who wants to be a professional in this industry. And after we getting that people, we're trying to keep them within the company, and we're trying to educate them. We're trying to make them experience it. In terms of that, we have our DOF Academy for many years. And that DOF Academy helps us to let our people grow more. So I'm trying to educate our people, other of our professionals, including our chairman, Mustafa, our sales and marketing directors and other directors. We're trying to educate our people and let them grow and be professional. And DOF Academy also helps us a lot. DOF Academy has an online platform where we're always trying to put at least once in a month to put a new educational video material to let people grow, not just for our industry, not just the knowledge and information about our industry, but any other industries, which is related to technology and how to create different kind of attractions and how to communicate with people and other disciplines of our industry. This is important. If we would work in textile industry, machine learning industry, any other industry, it was easy to find right people from the industry because it's that industry are big industries. But amusement, entertainment industry, especially motion platforms, realistic attractions, theme park attractions, that's a niche industry. And it's not easy to find right people. That's why we're trying to let them grow and educate them as much as possible. And that's why we have DOF Academy.
It's a great way, because I always get asked by my friends, how do you enter this arena? How do you enter this industry? And it's always fascinating for me to hear leading experts like yourself allowing people to come into the industry, because it is a fascinating industry. It's very niche, it's very different, but it's very all-encompassing and wholesome for sure.
That's right. Sometimes we have 30, 40 internship students here, a lot of them. And when we see that the people, somewhat from these young men, if they want to be professional in the industry, we'll let them stay in the company, continue, and grow together with us. This is important. First of all, I'm always telling, first of all, when we're hiring people or internship from the internship program or as a standard hiring, we always need to see if they have a passion to the industry, if they have a passion first to work hard, because we're working hard. And firstly, if they have passion in the industry. If we have two of these aspects, two of these criteria, which is crucial, we hire the people. They may not know anything about the industry, but they have the desire to work hard and they have the desire to learn something. Then we teach them.
Absolutely.
This is the two factors which is crucial.
Yeah, passion, desire can get you a long way with allied with knowledge for sure. Right, it's time on In the Loop for trivia time, where we put our hosts and guests on the spot. So we've got a few questions here for you, Bakit. Firstly, what one important factor do you see vital for leisure industry attractions to have success in the decades to come?
I think it will be entertainment, first of all. And in terms of entertainment, I also want to underline that interactive entertainment will be crucial. That's why we now are developing special attractions, which a visitor can play as a single player or can play with a team, but interactive, educational, at the same time, have a high adrenaline, very specific attractions. That's what I see. And in a long term, any attraction, would it be a passive attractions like flying theater or XT theater or any big motion platform, or interactive attractions, where you play, shoot, or do some other stuff. These attractions become more interactive in the future, the first thing. And secondly, we will be linking that content and that experiences to AI. And we right now are working on that. We're working on that to create our own educational and with very strong high adrenaline entertainment effects, and create our own AI platform. We're working on that. We have a strong AI engineers in-house within the company that create AI platforms to be linked to our future educational attractions. What I see for the future.
Excellent stuff. What is your go-to way to switch off?
I work out. I love workout, first of all. I do as much as possible, but it's not easy because we travel a lot. We have a lot of exhibitions. We have a lot of events. We are members for many organizations, so I'm traveling a lot. When I'm traveling, I cannot do workout, but I'm trying at my best. I love music. I listen nice music, a lot of music, and it may sound odd and not a good habit for young generation, but I love cigars, and I smoke cigars, and I spend a good time with a good music and cigars with friends.
You touch on music. Do you have a favorite karaoke song?
Unfortunately not. I don't have voice to, but I love to listen, and I have a wide range. I can listen to any music, but mostly slow and soft music. I love not that hard or very dynamic. That's which inspires me as well. I love music. I used to play guitar, but almost last 5-6 years I cannot because of this tempo. I don't have time to play anymore, but I hope I will start soon again. And yeah, that's what I'm trying to relax from the work. But even I'm doing all what I said, you're still thinking about the industry. You're still thinking how you can improve your existing experiences or how you can create something new, because this is a big part of your life already, that's why it's important.
I think that's a beautiful way to end the podcast. Bakit, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, David. It's my pleasure.
Thank you very much. Well, that wraps up this latest episode of In the Loop. So thanks for joining us, and keep up to date with the leisure industry news, where as always, we will keep you in the loop. Bye for now.